uh, I might have to change the location of this camera. Have it pointing a little different. So who all here? Who's all here? Says five, got 5 thumbs up. That's terrific. Now who's here? I know Nancy's here. I appreciate that. Hey Robbie, how's it going, buddy? Lisa's here. She's still downstairs. I don't, she had to run out. She just got back just a few minutes ago. We had a family emergency. Yeah, I know I got Sunbeam on the screen, but I can't. I don't know what I need to do to move me or whatever right now. But I need a. I guess I need a blanket or something. I don't know. Maybe I need to move down to the other end. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we've had a lazy day till just a little bit ago, and then our daughter, something happened to their van and stuff, and Lisa run out and took them some water. So it was a little exciting for a few minutes there. Other than that, it's been a very lazy day. That really didn't make it any better, did it? So, what are we going to talk about this week? Oh, now I got to be a grandpa, huh? Well, World War II was a bad place, and I wasn't in it though. And I am a grandpa, so all good. You have a great day, and God bless you too. Well, I'm still working, and as far as that, that's really not all that much fun. But as far as we work here on the farm, do things for our parents and things like that, and help our family as much as we can. That's about as fun as it gets around here. What do you do for fun? Where are you located at? London. Hey, we know a guy that gets on here every now and then. His name's Tim, but I don't know where he's at tonight. But yeah, UK. How is it across the pond? Oh yeah, that's right. I said Tim. I meant Tom. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, Tom had a bad accident with his fingers and stuff like that. We haven't heard from him probably in about 2 weeks now. I hope everything's going good with him and stuff like that. It would be nice. Is that better? Yeah, we'll put up an extra prayer for special prayer for your family, Nancy. Y'all pray for. We got a bunch of people that's been asking and requesting prayer on the nightly. What are you grateful for and stuff like that, and even just sending a few messages here and there. Yeah, there we need to pray for everything in general. A mighty prayer for everybody. Would be nice if everything would just go by and just be perfect all the time, but we know it's not going to because we're in an imperfect world. But John 3:16. What's your favorite Bible verse? In the King James Version Bible, it changes from translation to translation, but we use the King James Version here. Actually, it's 16 and 17. First Thessalonians. All right, First Thessalonians 5:15 is see that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men. That's a good verse. I like it. Nancy's is Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. I love that verse too. And John 3:16 and 17 is, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God sent his Son into the world to not to see into the world. Let's see, God sent not his Son into the world condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. I know I butchered that, but hopefully you understood that. Yeah, I love those verses there because he wants us all to be saved. He doesn't want it to condemn anybody. His prayer, God and Jesus' prayer for us is to seek Him, believe in Him, and seek salvation, and when we die, go to heaven. There's a saying in the that I've heard a lot in my life. There's not one person in hell that God or Jesus has sent, but there's a lot of people in hell that rejected God and went to hell. So I may have butchered that too, but you get the gist of it. So, but wait, we got a Bible. I read Bible verses every morning, and maybe you ought to tune into that and give me some comments on what you think about them. And I'd love to hear your voice. We read out of the King James Version every day, and it'd be great to hear what you think. And until we meet next time, you have a blessed day too. I think that's supposed to be clip it. Let's see, in the King James, Robbie, the 2 Timothy 3:16 says, "All Scripture is given by inspiration of God, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness." Yeah, that's a good one too. I like that one. Somebody asked me one time what the they were looking for a book to read, and I said, "Well, read the Bible. If you need something to read, read the Bible. It's usually the best book to read." I've read it a couple times, and every time I find something new, it opens up to you more and more every single time you read it. So I enjoy the Bible. I listen to it a lot at work through my earphones and stuff. I got it on my Bible and I read it a lot and listen to it a lot. So what else we got going on today? I can sit here and talk about Bible all day long if you want. That's one thing I do like talking about is Bible. I put a thing out on Facebook and on Money Pit and on Donald that we was going live like an event, and I don't know if it helped any or not like that, but I put it on YouTube and on Facebook. So I was kind of hoping it might help drive a little bit more traffic. I guess y'all, Robbie, y'all going on 6 tonight? Anyway, well, if you are, we'll make sure we bounce off here and bounce onto yours. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Sometimes I wonder about changing the our time for our date, not really time, but a day, because I wonder if a different day would be better for us. You never know. I don't understand. What's going on. Yeah, y'all got a bunch of trolls last week. That was wild, and we got our grandkids in about that time. It was my birthday, so a couple of them bounced in because they knew we was done with our live, and they forgot about us going on to yours afterwards. So we had to kind of. It was hard to keep up with you all and them too. Let's see, Jill, you had one of what removed? Did I miss something? Hello, Rebecca. I liked how you was grateful for everybody that has supported us. That was pretty nice. Yeah, I thought maybe that might be something that you know. Yeah, you can stay as long as you want. Just keep it family orientated or family discussion. Discuss whatever you want, just as long as it's uh, lower than PG. It's cool. Just stay on here, chat with whatever you want. Like I said, as long as it's PG or better. Are the colors changing in y'all's place? We got a lot of color change here in the last couple days. Yeah, that's another thing. Let's see, Jawwood. Uh, where are you from? We just had somebody that was on and left in that was from London. Oh, you're from the UK too? Cool. We're from Kentucky, the bluegrass state in the United States. Oh, so you're 2 hours from London. Are you in the more of like a country setting, or is that Lancaster? Lancaster's a kind of a big city though, isn't it? Or is it not? I keep looking down because I'm reading the phone. It doesn't show up on here very often. Well, long enough for me to know what it's saying. So, huh. Oh, so it is a bigger city. Cool. Yeah, I've seen the movies and TV shows and all that historical stuff when it's showing England. It's a beautiful country. It's like around here, you get on the outskirts of any big city, and you're gonna end up with some beautiful scenery and beautiful places, parks. Even in the like Louisville and Lexington, they have some beautiful parks in the city. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah, I don't. I just there's a lot of beautiful places all around the world. Anytime you get on YouTube and stuff like that and explore the world through YouTube, there you're going to find beautiful land, beautiful forest, beautiful everything. Kentucky's it's a beautiful state. We have all 4 seasons. It's hot and humid in the summer, and it's not as bitter cold as it is in some places. Hey Jake, how you doing? I guess we get back down to the we got down into negative numbers a few times in the winter, but it usually don't get that. We'll get down to freezing and every now and then in the 20s, but it's usually in the 30s and stuff like that in the wintertime around here. Yeah, I seen where y'all got your deer stand. You all were out there struggling putting your deer stand back up. And yeah, my deer stand's down too. I got to get my deer stand back up. I thought a little bit about just hunting on a blind this year. It's sometimes deer stands are a little rough. Either that or get another deer stand. I'm not sure. No, I can't say we know any Billy Joe Armstrong singer. Well, they sing. Yo, in England, y'all have 4 seasons all in one day. All in one day. Yeah, it kind of feels like that too now because it's really cold in the morning. It warms up into the 70s and 80s, and sometimes high 80s in the afternoons, and then back to right now. It's you need a light jacket, and then later on it'll be cold. Well, thank you, Jake. Uh, did you put up one like the same thing, or I didn't see? Well, I have to look that up later. As far as yeah, we'll look that up later and see what he sings about Kentucky. Robbie, y'all's weather is a little bit like Kentucky, isn't it? You know, the heat, cold, and where it don't get real too cold or all that. Yeah, we'll check it out later. Thanks for letting us know about him. I love good singing and stuff like that. And a Kentucky song would be nice if it's a good one. Let's see what else. I've been trying all week to get a few things done around here. It's one of those things where everything I'm still just feeding. I've been feeding my chickens, taking care of them. I'm about to move some of the more American breasts down with the bigger ones. I They seem to uh, be ready to be moved in with the bigger ones. Then I'll move some of those. I'll start separating those little baby chicks out in different areas and stuff like that. I really need to get some of them moved. Yeah, that's what it is around here too. Yeah, we're prone to getting ice every now and then and stuff like that. Every now and then we'll get snow, but you know, most of the time it's a dusting. Every now and then we'll get that rare thing where, uh, well, the year after I graduated high school, by in January of '78, I graduated in '77, and then in '78, that January, it came a snow, and everybody was out of. They were out of school back then for almost 2 months. Most of the rest of January, and I think almost all of February, and it snowed 18 inches before it stopped, and then it turned around about 30 minutes to an hour later, and by the time it was finished snowing that the next day, because it started one day and finished snowing the next day, there was 26 or 28 inches on the ground, and it was wild. Trying to drive through that stuff was there's another story all by itself just on that night. Yeah, a stranger was hunting on our place today, and all of a sudden I get this number, and I'm like, well, who's that? So I answered the phone, and he's like, well, we got a deer. Want to know if we can get permission? They were already on our ground, and because he told me where he was, and I'm going, yeah, that sounds like you're on my place. And he said, oh no, no, we're over here, and I'm like, so when the deer, he was on our place so much that the deer ran down and was by my barn, and which is a long ways away from where my boundary is up there, and we're at the top. The boundary's at the top of the hill, and they were down in it. They showed me on the map, and I told them, they were real nice about it though. I can't say real bad, nothing bad about them, but they were, the map, the PV, they got a map from the PVA, and the PVA for whatever reason uh, put my boundaries way down in my woods, and I'm like, I'm paying taxes, and it's been surveyed the other way. So, and I showed them, and they said oh yeah, we saw a fence, but that's up there, but evidently they didn't adhere to that fence. So then they told me later that they had been hunting on the other side of the fence, but the deer ran on mine. But still, from where the fence is up there, that old fence to coming down, that's That's a long ways away for a deer to run after it's been shot. So, and even bow hunting, I mean, but they got a clean one. I saw the deer, looked at it and everything, and it was a clean shot through the heart and lungs. So I wouldn't have thought it'd been able to go that far, even though it was downhill. Yeah, like Lisa said, they were told they could hunt where they could hunt, and where they could hunt was not where they could hunt. You know, it because I didn't give them permission. I told them, I got news for you. When come gun season, though, there's going to be more guns in there, so they needed to stay out. You know. Well, Jaywood, thanks for coming by. I'm glad you did, and get back to work, huh? Oh, you're working today, huh? Well, it's good talking to you. Be nice. We do this every Sunday, so if anytime you want to have a good time, good clean fun, come back. We look forward to you coming back sometime. So anyway, like I said, we they got the deer, they drug it out, and well, they drove up to it where it laid and picked it up, put it in their truck, and left. So anyway, like I said, it was not a big deal, but they were given a lot of wrong information. That's the only bad thing sometimes. Sometimes you and how they got my number, I'm not really sure, but they were able to get my phone number and called me this morning so they could come on our ground. I thought, well, you're already on it. You've been hunting. It was a buck. It was a pretty good sized buck. It was about an 8 or 9 pointer, but it was a little rack, but it was about an 8 or 9 pointer. But actually, that deer that if y'all watch the video where I had the deer in the video, it kind of looked like it. I told him, I said, y'all might have shot the deer my wife took video the other day in the yard, and I guess she just now found it out because I forgot about that till now. But it was a nice bodied deer. It wouldn't be counted as the biggest deer in the world, but it was a good size. It was a good deer. Been made a lot of food out of that one. Yes, I know you felt that way, dear. I forgot about that. But hello, Finley's mom. How you doing? Did I miss you coming in, or is that just the first time you said something? Because evidently I didn't know you was here. Good to have you here. Let's see. We got 12 people in the chat and 9 thumbs up. Everybody give me a thumbs up if you can. I'd appreciate it. Oh, man. Fixing chicken and dumplings. That sounds like a good meal. You know, and I've had that a couple times, I think, in restaurants and stuff like that, but I've only had it homemade, I think, once, maybe twice. I don't know. Grandma, I think, used to make it sometimes, but I don't really remember a lot of that. So that's funny. I just got a notification up here on this thing up here that Wild Huckleberry be going live at 6 o'clock. Yeah, good warm meal. Good. Yeah, that sounds delicious. There's never been anything you didn't know how to cook that you would. If you wanted to cook it, you cooked it. Yeah, she can't use that excuse because she's a good cook. She she comes up with food sometimes. I'm like, what in the world's that? And I don't know. I just decided this is what I wanted to make. Oh, and her Lisa's Kentucky Thunder Crackers are oh man, they are a hit. She done made 2 more batches. And to be perfectly honest with you, one of the batches is already gone, and the second batch will probably be gone too. It's a great once she did a couple of different things beside the original recipe. Man, it's a perfect cracker. I make my own pimento cheese, and the anyway the let's see make yeah, I make my own pimento cheese. It's spicy, but on those Kentucky Thunder Crackers Lisa makes, and Randy told her to call them that, so that's what we call them. That he told us to call the crushed red peppers Thunder Flakes, so that's all we call them now. He also told us to that she ought to call them Kentucky Thunder Crackers, and that's what they called now too. So I got them on a video. I show them being baked on a because the first recipe didn't have them being baked. Well, she decided she'd cut back on the oil, and I don't know how much she cut it back, but a lot. And then put her little twist to the seasonings, and she decided to bake them. Oh my God, they're even more delicious than the first ones we made. Yeah, I love them. I can't pass she's got them on the snack bar, and I usually do not pass the snack bar without opening that bag and taking at least 1 or 2 of them out, closing the bag back, and walk on through. I love them. They're really good. But then again, most of the stuff she cooks I'd say all the stuff she cooks is good. So they she cooked some jalapeno poppers yesterday, well, wrapped in bacon. Oh yeah, those were good too. Fired up the grill. I was doing something. I forget where I was. She called me up. She said that the stuff was getting low. You want me to put some in it? I go, sure. So she did. So I think I've lost that grill completely. She knows how to put the pellets in it, and she knows how to turn it on, off, cook on it. Yep. And like she said, was it, I teased her one time. I probably already said it, but I said, what are you trying to, am I losing my grill? She goes, was it ever yours? So I'm thinking no. So what else we got to talk about? You decided to join us, dear?
Yeah, I think you can move the camera just a little bit.
I can.
So, not too much. Hi, everybody.
Well, look who joined us. We did this vertical. You want me to get you a chair? No, you're gonna get it. We did this vertical tonight. Just try to check it out.
Oh, that's a heavy chair.
Deer gun season opens up. It's usually the second week of November, and it'll go for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I didn't think the sun would be so bright. I guess it's fine.
Well, it's bright behind us, but it's not affecting. I don't. Is it bothering anybody the way the sun's bright behind us right now? Nancy said hi.
Hi, Nancy. We probably should try the back of the deck.
Well, that's where I
next week.
started to go. I think next
Shine
week if
that way.
yeah, because it's a beautiful color and everything changed, and then I would just be glowing.
Hmm. Yeah, it's nice out today. I was
Yeah.
getting a little cabin fever in there. I needed to.
Well,
get out.
you need this
little
light little
jacket.
jacket on, but it's other than that, it's nice. There's Randy. Hey, buddy, how you
Hey,
doing?
Randy. Yeah, I didn't know that you thought that was the deer that I took a picture of the other day. That
Yeah, I know. I
makes
didn't
me
tell you until
sad.
just now, but they actually this what was the antlers on your deer a little higher?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah. Well, then that wasn't your deer at all, because this one came out and they were more out.
Oh, okay.
You know, they were wider, but there was a very narrow or small beam.
Oh, Randy's at his deer stand right now.
I understand, buddy.
We'll whisper.
Yeah, Lisa said we need to whisper, but he's got the volume turned off if you read the whole thing.
Tip your hat if you understand.
I'll wave it around for you, buddy. I understand. Hope he
Boy.
sure did get a good deer.
Boy, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, my Lord, that
Opie's
was-
deer was awesome. She was so excited. Well, Dutch was really excited. You could hear him.
Oh my, yeah.
He was just so excited. That was very fun.
I
to
thought
watch.
Dutch was going to blow up.
I know.
Yeah, that was a great video. God, that was such a great video. And I mean, to see her, she was just so excited and stuff like that. She had tears of joy. It was a beautiful video. Beautiful
Turn your
video.
camera back to you.
Oh, back to me? Like that?
Yeah, because it was a sunbeam.
Well, I know, but I'm sure they'd rather look at you than me.
No, I'll just sit here and
I hope you get a big one, buddy. But then again, hope he might have got your deer. Are you sitting in one of those stands that Dutch put up like that?
He can't hear you. Remember? What do you?
Oh, that's right. He can't hear me.
Let's see, Randy.
One of these days I need.
Randy, are you at the creek property? That way, if
Yeah.
you wanted to type something in.
Oh, that's neat.
What's that?
It come up Moneypit Homestead and highlight it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you put it in. That's cool. Anyway, the
Are you going deer hunting this year?
I plan on it. I'd like to get a couple does. I would like to get, however many does we can get, and I'd like to put I love deer meat and chilies and well, my favorite way to eat it is canned, and that's when you cut it up in cubes, and then you can it, and then we get it out later and either make a stew out of it, or I make a fritter batter and dip it in the fritter batter and fry it. Oh my God, it's delicious. Especially when you once you get it fried, I mean it's already cooked, so you dip it in horseradish sauce. Yeah, that's really good.
It's
No, he's behind the house.
no, I didn't read that yet.
I'll tip my hat again. Oh, he's hunting in a ground blind.
I see.
Yeah. That's funny. Tip your hat if you understand. That's funny.
No, I'm not really crazy about the smell of cooking deer meat, especially the ground beef. But now that I have a griddle and the grill and everything, I could
Cook
that
outside.
stuff outside, and it
Well, the very first experience she ever got in deer was me and Dad were cleaning the deer and giving her the bones, and she was cooking the bones down and making broth out of it. So I'd say that's probably not the best job you can give a newcomer to deer.
that was a
because
sight
it's
to behold.
Yeah, it's a different smell altogether, than beef and chicken and stuff when you're making broth out of that. So, it is what it is. But yeah, that's the reason she
scoot your little thing a little bit towards the wall again. Here, let me see that. That helps.
You're in the wrong
Now,
spot.
see, it's
Yeah.
it's coming from some. Oh wait, I see where you're. Oh, okay.
Yeah. We need an umbrella. One of those big,
we
what,
need
what do
a
they call them? A beach umbrella?
we need a studio.
Well, I'd like to have a studio. We
We're
fix
talking
up
about the screen.
fix up one.
Mars.
I think we need to fix up one of our rooms inside because it's getting ready to be cold, and just have it blank wall behind us or whatever. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could do it in Joseph's old room because it's got a yellow wall. We could look bright and sunny all the time.
Well, it needs to be painted anyway.
Repainting?
Mhm.
Why?
Because I say so.
Oh. I guess we heard that. What room don't need to be repainted? We'll make that.
Yeah, really.
We'll make that the studio.
We need to do a lot of.
Yeah, I need to do a lot of, shall we say, remodeling.
We sure could use some rain though. Look how dry it is back.
Well,
The swing set.
yeah, you ought to be. I mowed the grass yesterday for hopefully the last time, but the leaves on the ground, and there was a couple places where the kid played this summer, and it was so cotton picking dusty. I didn't know if I could even see. I had to get off the lawnmower and come clean my glasses a couple times. It was pitiful. You know, I mean, I was blowing dust everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I mowed the dust. Yeah, you're right. I mowed the dust. But I really didn't know it was that dusty but until I was mulching the leaves with the mower, and whoo, that was interesting. But I got all the I got all the leaves that fell. I'm gonna get me a blower and
Gonna get one like Mike Morgan.
what, that little thing?
That big mower.
Oh yeah. Anybody ever watch Mike Morgan? Morgan's outside.
Morgan.
Morgan's outdoors. I don't know where did I come up with outside.
Outdoors with the Morgan.
Yes, what she said. And I got all tongue. He's got a blower on the back of his little Kubota tractor. Oh my God, it's like a jet engine back here. That thing is awesome.
That's what we need since we live in the woods.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, Robbie, I was going to get out early and mow the yard yesterday, since Saturday and all, and I thought, man, I'll get out. About daylight, Lisa comes down. I'm already up, and Lisa comes down, and she says it's raining, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So I waited a while and mowed the grass, and I was blowing dust in the backyard. So
Yeah, we didn't get nothing. It just sprinkled a
it
little.
really wasn't in the backyard. It was up where the kids play, but because they wore the grass out. So
And it's up in the woods, so it was.
Yeah,
all those leaves.
yeah, the grass don't grow real good up there with all the tree cover. I need to get some of that stuff. Somebody told me one time to get some shade grass like they use on golf courses, and you don't have to spread it as thick as they do, but it'll grow in the woods real good. So, and I don't know how in the world you could be any more, shall we say, uh, a nicer place to play than a nice shaded place where nothing ever gets hot up there. But the kids find a way, don't they? They go, no, you don't want to play up there. Yeah. Yeah, they probably will, since it didn't rain that. If it rained like it did here, it rained, but like I said, a couple hours later, I was out mowing grass. So that was the weird thing. I thought, well, I'll try to mow the grass and see it, make sure it's not wet. And on the way to the barn to get the mower, I go, well, I can mow this anywhere I want, because it wasn't wet at all. What?
You looked so serious when you looked at the camera or the video. Uh,
Hey, there's Grady. Happy Sunday to you too.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hope it's been a blessed one.
We're sitting up on our deck tonight, trying to go. We're going vertical tonight because we were hoping it would uh, maybe reach more people out there in the YouTube world, but
Well, that and I advertised all over Facebook.
I just think 5 o'clock is a tough hour for anybody to
Yeah.
settle down.
One of these days, we may have to. Oh, excuse me. May have to change the time or something. I don't know. It. Well, that's true, Grady. They're all blessed. That's true. At least they are at this house, anyway. So, what else we going to talk about? We talk. Anybody want to talk deer hunting more?
Ooh, that was loud.
Yeah. Well, I just scooted the chair back a little bit because I sit on the front because you can sit when you're relaxing talking to people. Back like Lisa's that's sitting in the back, but I always feel like I'm falling back. So you know.
Yeah, I love this time of the year where everything is all beautiful outside to look at, but it's just, already getting a little darker and, it's getting chillier. I don't like those.
Yeah, it's 5:47, and we're about to lose the sun over the hills. So
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty sunset tonight.
yeah, if any of them want to hunt, we'll take them all hunting. You know, one at a time though. I'm not going to take a bunch of. My son-in-law took a couple. Let's see, two of his kids with him one year, and I don't think he'll do that again. They were doing a little too much chatting, shall we say?
Well, they were little back then
Yeah, they
too.
were real little, but he was up here in the back behind the house there, up in the woods, and they got a nice deer. I went up there and helped them carry it down. But yeah, they I thought that was funny. I said, "You gonna hunt with all of them at the same time?" Yeah, yeah. Dad got a blind a couple years ago when he was hunting in a stand, and there was a reason why he got out of the stand and didn't hunt in the stand no more. But they he got a blind and he started hunting with his grandkids, our kids, and my sister's kids down here in the blind. And it was just easier to hunt in a blind than a stand with grandkids because little kids move around a little, and at least in a blind the deer don't see the kid moving as much.
And I've never been one to want to hunt, but I wouldn't mind going and taking pictures.
Yeah, Lisa wants to go. She wants me to build a stand, where it has heat and all this. Plenty of windows, and she
Nice
wants me to put heat in it.
comfy chair.
Yeah, a nice comfy chair so she can maybe sleep if she needs to before sun up, and then she wants to be able to take pictures. But the only bad thing is if I saw a beautiful deer out there that I wanted to shoot, she would try to talk me out of it.
No, I don't know. I probably would, yeah.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say don't even start. She would talk, so.
Excuse me. Yeah, there's something in the air tonight that's making me want to sneeze a lot. Excuse me.
No, we don't hunt on pet. We hunt on our place. We got about there's about 40 acres of woods here, so I hunt here on mine, and sometimes I even hunt down there in the field and stuff because sometimes they come in the morning in that field down there. It just depends on how they're moving that year.
He doesn't hunt in the yard though because
Yeah, I don't hunt in the yard. She won't let me.
those are my deer. They go out of the boundary. Well, then good luck to them. But
Yeah. Yeah, I have that. The Lisa has set rules that anything we can see from the house, I can't shoot. So there's been a lot of mornings, though, or evenings, or whenever that well, we've got several videos where we got deer in the yard, and 2 years in a row we had under our deck in the back deck of the house. For whatever reason, a deer crawled under there and gave birth 2 different years, and we left her alone, and she raised the deer right there. They'd go out, and she taught it how to go out and pick and stuff like that, and she'd bring it back, and that's where they slept at night. Then eventually, it just kind of as the little fawn got older and lost its spots, they were off and gone. Yeah, we got about 40 or more acres of huntable woods.
Yeah, it's getting dark.
There she is,
Oh no,
the star of the show.
no. It looks really bright behind us, but
Yeah,
really
on
is,
camera it looks really bright
yeah,
behind
it
us,
looks
but
like it's
if you turn around, it's almost, yeah, the sun's almost gone. After the deer's destroyed a few things, you got to hunt there, huh?
no, I didn't see all these. For whatever reason, I must have touched my chat because
Was down.
it stopped at the last one that I read.
Yeah.
I didn't.
That is too funny. Yeah, there's been a couple times I've been tempted to. Oh, we've actually had some very beautiful deer, big deer in the yard. But I don't know. I like seeing them too much during the year too, and so far they haven't tore anything up. So I give them a pass in the yard. But it is funny though when you walk out the door and you see one standing there, and oh, and you try to be real still. Yeah, we've had them almost up here on the porch, and that's
Well, they're used to our voices. So
well, yeah.
there could be one right out there right now. I mean, I think we would have heard them in the walking in the woods, but
During the summertime, there's some birds, like buzzards or what, I don't know, big crows or whatever, and they'll be up there, and Lisa will start talking to them. Hey, what you doing? And different things, and the next thing you know, they're flying down low to find out what she's doing, and it's funny. I got Cinderella and Snow White all wrapped up in one woman, because she talks to animals, and they love her.
just want them to love me back. I want to pet them and give them a hug.
What's the C? I guess we don't. Well, what's the CW in your area? Or maybe I don't understand the initials. Nancy says she would like to go hunting too.
Yeah. For just taking pictures or to shoot?
She might like to shoot them and then eat them.
Yeah. Well, she knows how to cook. That's for sure.
All right, Robbie, we'll see you over in your live here in a little bit. Oh, there's a disease in some of. Yeah, no, we haven't had any of that I know of. Anyway, let's put it that way.
Yeah, I really have a blank mind tonight. I haven't.
That's a first.
I know. really struggling here, thinking, why can I think of anything to talk about?
I don't know. Tell them about your crackers. I
No,
love your crackers.
I want to talk about my crackers. No, they turned out good.
There you go.
They were good. Yeah, they're better baked. Now I have to say,
Yeah.
I like them better baked for just well, it's about 30 minutes. You bake them at 250,
Yeah.
and first 15 minutes, and then you kind of it's kind of hard to stir them around, but you do, and then cook them for another 15 minutes, and they
Yeah.
stay crispy.
Randy's the one that told us about that, and
Yeah.
about the crackers, and told her to start calling them Kentucky Thunder crackers. But
Now his recipe was where you just leave them in the bag. Now those were very tasty, but these are top notch above, if that's how you say that, because they're not as greasy. You know, you can
Yeah.
just pick them.
yeah, you can pick them up and they're dry and
Yeah.
stuff. They're very tasty. I think we get as many as I think just four or five tags this year. I think we get one buck, and I think the rest are does or something like that. I don't know. It's been a minute since I read the hunting thing, so and being on our own place, we don't have to have tags, but they want us to call them in. Anytime we shoot a deer, they want us to call it in and tell them about it. And so that's real different. A lot of places you have to tag it even on your own place, but here we don't. So
I think my favorite way to eat deer meat was, I may have said this before when we were talking about deer in the past, but I like to uh, can it first of all,
right,
and then um, put it in I call it a brownie pan, and then I add tomato, chunky tomatoes, and garlic, and onions, and green peppers, and kind of mix that. I always called it, it resembled chicken cacciatore. I believe that's where I got the thought of making it that way. And I think we even put a little bit of veg-all in it, just
yeah.
to
At one
make
time,
some little color in it.
yeah.
It's really getting dark.
At one time we would can it in quart jars, and put 2 beef bouillon cubes on it and a teaspoon of salt, and then can it at for 55 minutes at 10 pounds, and then put it up. But when we get it out, you go like to Walmart or a store, get 2 cans of veg-all, put that in a crock pot, and then 1 jar of the deer meat, and because it's already cut up in small pieces, and then you cook that, make some cornbread, and now you got a meal. And
Hi, Tracy.
the veg-all is real cheap, and it's deer meat's free. I mean, well, deer meat is the most expensive free stuff you'll ever get.
Yeah.
It is for me anyway. By the time with all the guns I've bought, different things like that. So, hey, Jenny, but she retracted a message.
Oh, Janae's here.
Yeah, Janae, I mean. Well, that was a nice song Jake made for you the other night.
Oh, it really was.
I really enjoyed listening to that.
Yeah, those songs really are good for everybody's channel. It's kind of like
Nancy wants you to make a video showing the recipe of your crackers.
oh, okay.
I think she ought to make a lot of videos myself.
I've been looming a lot this week. I made a
Okay, we'll see you there, Grady,
I
over
made
there.
a little ghost, and I made 2 little pumpkins. And yesterday evening, I started making this little turkey, and I finished it today. So
Yeah, it's real cute. It is very cute.
I'm a toy maker.
Well, I think we ought to get off and go over to Robbie's.
And Sonia, don't forget her.
And who?
Sonia.
Oh yeah, Sonia. I didn't mean to. Sorry, Sonia. I didn't mean to not say you too.
Okay, so Tracy's using that app now to make music for her videos. Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And
somebody said that, could
it
you,
was Nancy.
yeah, could it be copyrighted? But so far so good. They haven't taken that down.
Yeah, they haven't said anything, so
Or-
I think it'd be great.
I guess it's okay.
And as long they're allowing you to do that, so I don't really
Yeah.
see how they can say that. So
Yeah, hopefully. Nancy, did Jake make you one? I can't remember now.
hello, Janae.
I've listened to so many of them.
Janae's putting everybody up.
Well, thanks, Janae. Jenny. One of these days we'll say your name right.
Probably not. Yeah. I appreciate everybody coming on here.
Yes, definitely.
I appreciate Janae putting everybody up, and it's a beautiful thing that she does. She really helps a lot of channels out.
She does.
She's a major friend and a major help to everybody around here.
Yeah.
And I can't say enough nice things about you, girl. So
All right. Well, we'll continue chatting over at
yeah, we're going to the Wild
Huckleberries.
Huckleberry. So everybody, if y'all
Getting
will,
kind of dark out here.
yeah, jump over there, and we'll we're going to have to think of something next week
Yeah,
to
definitely.
get into a better so we have light the whole time. So anyway, you all have a blessed day, and until next time, may God bless your days the way He always blesses ours. And we'll see you.
See you later.